ridiculous. Everything's gone up, though, hasn't it?
That was my one. See the black and gold one? I had the black. I had the slim fit grey.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I had the mustard one there. Oh, I had a lot, mate.
Beautiful.
Spent a fortune on them.
I feel like a bit of a mob boss. You know what I mean? You got the medallion on too, from a mob boss style.
Yeah, it's all old school.
That's what made him like trendy one. It was literally like mob bosses, right?
Yeah,
in like the 80s and 90s.
And the footballs.
A football hooligan. Oh, it was in the business, wasn't it?
Business.
Oh, yeah.
That was a game.
What do you think came first, the football crowd or the mafia bosses?
The mafia bosses, I'd say.
That was first, do you think?
I'd say so.
Because they were Italian, right?
They were Italian.
So you can see how it all blends in, right?
It all blends in.
Yeah. What are we looking at here? Run.
Just saying how we got popular. Sergio Tacchini.
Sergio Tacchini's innovative designs and attention to detail quickly gained recognition in the tennis world. Yeah, it's a tennis brand.
It is.
Tennis world. He became known, he was a person, he became known for introducing bold colours, innovative fabrics and stylish cuts to tennis apparel.
There we go. We learn something new every day.
Yeah. Did you know Lacoste was a tennis player?
Yes.
I didn't.
I did.
I went down a proper rabbit hole.
Did you?
Do you know where the crocodile come from?
Yeah.
You do?
I don't know where the crocodile came from.
I'm probably going to butcher this story.
Go on then. Let's hear it.
It's something like there was a French guy called Lacoste.
Yeah.
Obviously. And they called him the crocodile because that was his nickname.
Yeah.
Right? So there was no brand at that time. He was just a tennis player. He was a rich kid that got good. And something about his playing style, because he played deep.
Yeah.
And crocodiles lay in the deep, right? And the way he moved around, so his nickname was the crocodile.
Crocodile.
And then something about, he thought, I like this nickname. So he got his friend, who was an artist, to basically make an emblem and he put it on his top whilst he was playing, because he was the crocodile. Why wouldn't he? And there he is.
There he is.
Mr. Lacoste. And long story short, that's how the Lacoste brand came about. He finished tennis and he thought, I'm going to make something out of this.
And he did.
And he did.
A lot of money.
A lot of money. Yeah.
Is he still about? Or is he?
I think he's brown bread. Like
brown bread.
I think he's gone him like.
But it lives on. The brand lives on.
Anyone in black and white is probably not around now, innit?
Not around.
Innit?
Died in 96 at 92 years old.
Some boy.
Wow.
Some boy. Yeah. Well, Ron, I asked you about 3 times, mate, to get our guest's second name, and you fucked us out each time, mate. Just say, mate. I sent you text messages.
I tried, man.
You haven't sent me it.
Because I haven't got it yet.
My second name.
Yeah. The idea is, mate, right, when a guest comes in, that the producer will get the guest's name.
Yeah.
Right? And then when I do an intro, I can go da-da-da-da-da, and today we are joined by, and say the person's name.
Right.
But
obviously, our producer is not on the ball.
Get his second name, mate. Will do. An hour and a half passes, and tell me, mate.
Right.
No text.
We'll miss the producer out. It's Dale Redford-Hughes.
So, what the?
Dale Redford-Hughes.
Redford-Hughes. Double barrel.
Double barrel, yeah. Yes.
Both barrels. Redford-Hughes. I'll write that down, right? So we'll pretend we haven't started yet, right?
Right, go on.
Yeah.
So let me just write that down. That's a cool name. Redford-Hughes. You know what you sound like? You sound like a film star.
I don't sound like a film star?
A little bit.
I
yeah.
like the sound of that.
Like Redford-Hughes.
Oh, you're filling me ego. Yeah, I like it.
Do you use the hyphen?
Of course I do.
Oh, mate. Yes.
Of course I do.
Imagine a hyphen's second name, Ron.
Of course I use it.
Well, our last year, he's got a first name hyphen. So
Has she?
Yeah, she's Emma Lee.
Emily.
Emily.
I also went to boarding school as well, by the way. So,
Did you?
Yeah, you can imagine, can't you?
Fam. This is an interesting story.
Yeah.
Well,
I went to boarding school as well, so.
No.
I did get the education, but I did learn please and thank you. But
yeah.
The headmaster, we clashed. But it was a good school. It was down in Ashby, down in Leicestershire. It was a grammar school. People, all sorts of walks of life there. Chinese, South American kids there, everywhere.
No way.
So I went to there, and we had all the facilities, a big school. I played golf, so I was very good at golf. And basically, I just played golf all year round. And my education was not the best, but my headmaster, he was a gentleman. He taught us manners make a man. Please and thank you, Mr. Wills. A very good teacher. They tried the best with me, but they didn't get me an education, but they did teach me manners.
Wow.
So there we go. And it was a good start in life.
Yeah, it was. So let's dig into it. Are we rolling, Ron?
We are rolling, sir.
We are rolling, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back, people like us, podcast and that. Today's guest is a new guest. From what I gather in that little intro, he's from Leicestershire.
No, from down south, Aldershot.
Okay, he's from down south, right? He's from down south. He's ex-military.
Yes.
And he's got a bit of a story to tell. Ladies and gentlemen, we are delighted today to be joined by Dale Redford-Hughes. Ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
So, thank you for talking to people like us, Dale.
That's all right.
Okay, so we sort of got the ball rolling there a little bit, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
As you can tell from our thick northern accents and your lack of thick northern accent, you're not from around here.
No, I'm not. I'm from down Aldershot originally.
So from Aldershot.
Yeah. Which is Surrey.
Aldershot.
Down in Surrey.
That is south.
Yes.
Surrey.
25 miles from London.
25 miles from London. Yeah. So you touched on it there, and we will go into it first. You went to boarding school.
Yeah.
See, that's unusual. I don't know many people went to boarding school.
It was
I didn't, to be honest, I didn't even know they existed still. I thought it was like something that happened in the olden days.
Or Borstal, but yeah.
Yeah, was it a private school?
It was a private school, yeah. So what happened is my dad was a paratrooper and he was in the army.
Right.
And because you move around all the time in the army, yeah, every 2 to 5 years you're moving around. What they like to do is if you're with your kids, if you want, which you still do nowadays, you can put them in boarding school. And they sort of in a really expensive boarding school, and the military pay for it, 90% of it.
Do they?
Yeah.
Huh.
The military pay 90% of your kids' boarding fees. So you can imagine that, can't you? Your mum and dad are like, I'll tell you what, we'll get rid of the kids, yeah, stick them in grade A schools and pay peanuts for it. So,
when I was a kid, I remember the military kids, 2 or 3 of them in my head, that came and went over my comprehensive school years. But they were just in comp. They weren't in no military school. What was the difference there? Was that just choice, just parents' choice?
Just parents' choice.
Right.
But if they wanted to, obviously, in Catterick, where the garrison is, there's many kids there that are in normal schools. Yeah, but if they wanted to, they could put them in private schools.
Right. Okay, so it's just parents' choice.
Parents' choice, yes.
So
sometimes the parents want to see the kids every night, don't they?
Yeah.
You know, we went to boarding school where we didn't see the mum and dad for 3 weeks. We come home for 1 weekend out of every 3 weeks.
Right, I get you. Isn't Aldershot like big military place?
Yeah.
Because I've heard of this before.
Yeah.
Isn't the one near Salisbury too, or is that the one I'm thinking of?
But the Aldershot was the home of the Paratrooper Regiment.
That was the home.
Home of the Paratrooper Regiment. It's now Colchester, but I grew up and my dad was a paratrooper. We grew up in Aldershot, which was the home of the Paratrooper Regiment.
So paratroopers, in layman's terms, people who jump out of planes.
Exactly that.
Right, parachutes and that.
And that's what I was.
You really?
Yes.
So you're not scared of heights then?
I'm scared of heights.
Of course you were.
I hate jumping. I hate jumping. What sensible man wants to jump out of an aircraft? No,
yeah.
No,
it's sort of like we have as human beings. I think there's certain things that don't have to be taught. I think they're just imprinted in you, like
yes.
as a being that you are.
Yeah.
Which is fire. Do not go in fire.
Yeah.
Jump out of high thing. Don't jump out of high
exactly.
thing. See crocodile. Don't approach crocodile.
Yeah.
There's certain things you don't need to be taught. I think, mind you, a kid would probably walk towards a crocodile like.
It probably would.
But yeah. Okay, so here we go. I've started our life. We're in Aldershot, right? Military family. My stereotype of a military family is strict, because to me, military people are strict people.
Yeah,
I always think
it was. No, I had a very, very good upbringing.
Yeah,
but yes, it was strict. Not strict as a strict. We could go and play, but
were you shining your shoes and stuff?
We had a clean bed space. Put it that way. Had a tidy room.
Bed.
Yeah, you know. I wouldn't say hospital corners.
No, hospital corners. But
it was a tidy. It was we. I'm a very tidy man. It was obviously you follow on what you've seen. So my mum and dad were very tidy, and obviously I'm very tidy.
Was your mum like a stay-at-home mum?
She was a stay-at-home mum. She's a very good mum. Very, very good mum. She is.
Okay.
She's doing well. She's over in she lives in Gambia. She lives in Gambia. She's got a place in Gambia. She's over there now. But
wow.
I went to Gambia the start of the year. We're going off topic here. I went to start Gambia the start of the year. Back in I think it was February last year, and it was. Do you know what it was like? It was like the Caribbean, mate.
Really?
It is. It's a very, very small country next to Senegal, West Africa. It was like the Bahamas. You had white sand. You had palm trees. Everyone spoke English. And when my mum had been there for 10 years, right? On and off. She's got a place here. and she got a villa there. Now, when we were, I said, Mum, I'm going to come over. I got clean from drinking drugs. I said, Mum, we already had Egypt on. Yeah, I said, Mum, we want to come and see you. She said, I'll be getting the flights. You just come over and we'll see you for a week. So we went over to Gambia, and we landed there. I said, Mum, before I come, you need to make sure I've got a gym. Yeah. So she said, yeah, not drama. So she said, there's a gym 3 mile down the road. But we landed there in the winter time. And she said, just go by the side of the road. You know, here in the UK, you want a taxi, you ring a taxi number, don't you?
Yeah.
There, you go by the side of the highway, yeah, and the car will just stop and pick you up and take you down to where you want to go.
Right.
For like a couple of pence, mate. Yeah, that's what it was like.
It's the same as Cuba. That's what happens in Cuba. You just wave them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was as black as a witch's tit, and I went over to the side of the road. Yeah, there's a couple of Gambian kids, black as the ace of spades. Yeah, there's me, the white man. Yeah, and his car pulls over, and I told him where I wanted to go, and down came the window was 5 big black mushes in there, right? And I got in the car. Thought, is this safe? Do you know what? The nicest people in the world.
Really?
Nicest people in the world. It was a nice. I went to the gym. We landed at night. Yeah, so I didn't see the daytime yet. I went to the gym. It was still dark. Yeah, I went in the gym. I came out of the gym. It was now daylight. Yeah, so this is the first bit of daylight I've seen in Gambia, and the people were so accommodating.
Really?
It was gorgeous. I could not believe it.
I've just looked at the country. It's a proper weird little like thin country.
It's
Gambia.
Very small, very very small. Just up from it's got Senegal next to it.
Have you seen its like geography? It's like a slice.
It's a slice, and it's got a river, the Gambian river that runs through it, and it's full of crocodiles as well.
I bet it is.
Yeah, so you don't want to go swimming.
Do you know, I've heard like my whole life, I've heard like, obviously Gambia, it's like a well-known country. I've heard of Gambia.
Yeah.
I didn't have any idea that it was like...
It's westernised.
Right.
They all speak English.
I'm looking at it and like, man, it looks quite pretty.
It's a lovely place.
It does, like, now you say like the Caribbean and stuff, like, that's what it looks like. It looks
got lovely white sands,
stunning.
Palm Beach, nice food.
So whereabouts in Gambia did your mum live, or does she live?
Does she live? She lives...
Banjul?
No, Banjul is the capital.
Bakar?
I think it's the capital. She lives... it's on the coastline. It's not on the river, it's on the coastline. Midway up the country. And it's just a little tiny place.
Mm-hmm.
But you can go. We went up the river. We didn't go that far up the river, but we did go up the river a bit. But basically, I had a gym every morning, and then sat in the sun on the beach. Mm-hmm. And that was my second holiday this year. There was alcohol there, and I didn't touch any alcohol.
No, none at all.
None at all, mate. I don't touch it.
Yeah, 5 points for who can pronounce that country's name there. Guinea-Bissau. I
think this is Guinea-Bissau.
Guinea-Bissau.
I'm not going to try and attempt that one.
What are you saying, Ron? What's that say?
Guinea-Bissau.
Oh. Is that actually what it says?
Yeah, because it's like Papua New Guinea and everything like that. And it's like guinea pig, that's all it is.
Guinea-Bissau. So, wow. Not many people have been to Gambia. Well, not for me, or anyway.
Not for me.
No.
But if you want to go on a holiday, mate, it's cheap.
Do you know what I actually think?
Gorgeous place.
I actually think, because the guy that runs, not Valentine's, the other gym I go to, Rich, a few years ago, he went somewhere. I don't know if it was like a Gambia or something like. It was definitely Africa.
Yeah.
And I remember him saying that, and said where he was going, and me obviously being thick, stereotype, like, yeah, you're gonna die rich. And he's like, no, you don't understand. He said, we've been loads of times. And I think Africa's gonna, in our lifetime, I think Africa's gonna become a major, major place to travel. Because obviously, we all hear the horror stories about, you probably don't want to pop down to Somalia anytime soon. No. There's some areas you'd probably, in the continent, you don't want to go. But there are places in Africa that are absolutely stunning. Mm-hmm. Like you just said, totally accommodating, totally fine with our Western cultures, and probably, adopt our Western cultures.
Well, put it this way, when my mum first went there, and she wanted to stay in the sun, and it's hot all year round there. And she built a villa. When she first went there, the main road was a dirt road. Yeah, right. Now it's all highway. So that's how far it's come on in 10 years.
What took your mum to Gambia, of all things?
She just she met a man there. She went on a holiday. She met a man.
Right.
Yeah. It's a topic I don't want to talk about.
Yeah.
But my mum, she still goes there. She's got her own house there now, so she's happy.
So she stayed there.
She stayed there.
Perfect.
So is she still like, is the UK her main home? Is that like a holiday home as such?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ideal. So she goes between the two.
She bounces between the two.
That's absolutely brilliant.
And obviously we've got a place to bounce to as well. So
What a life.
if me, the wife, and the kids had a look at the flights, and if the flights were a good rate, we were going to go.
Right.
But you just got to keep your eye out for the flights. It's all about flights.
Yeah, I imagine, they're not flying twice a day from Teesside, are they?
But you can get them cheap, but you got to bounce between two. You do your second flight, you got to do your transfers. And obviously with a family of 3 kids, sitting in an airport for 3 hours can be quite costly.
Yeah, it's
and the kids, they start to play up you, don't they?
Of course they do.
Yeah, I want to get on a plane and go from A to B.
Yeah.
I don't want to go from A to B to go via C. So
Yeah, I don't imagine you could even get a direct flight from the UK to Gambia, could you?
you can.
No.
You can?
Yeah,
Really?
ours was direct.
No way.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. You've got to look. But if you want a cheap flight, you go from a cheap flight, but you'll have to go to Switzerland first, I'll say, and then go there.
Right, I'm with you.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So what was boarding school like?
Border school was good. I had all the facilities there. I got very good at golf, and I played for a very good team. I just got left alone. I got left to play golf.
Left to play golf.
I was a bit of a tearaway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was a bit of a tearaway. I was on top of the roof one day, ripping slates off the roof, but it was like an old grammar school, you know what I mean? Like proper. Mum and Dad got called down. Yeah, I was a bit. It was easier than them letting me play golf.
Yeah.
I put my energy into something that I was good at, instead of trying to teach me an education, where I struggled a bit.
Yeah. But was it like the stereotypes of boarding schools, again, from someone who's never been and is a self-confessed moron, is that there's abuse goes on in boarding schools?
What, by teachers or by kids?
Both.
Both. I'd say definitely by the kids.
Yeah. Some nasty bullying.
But there's nasty bullying everywhere.
There is.
Yeah.
There is that. Do you know what I mean? At least it's probably more so now in the normal schools, I'd say.
Shit, yeah, I went through it. Yeah, man, I got bullied. You got bullied, Ron. Probably everyone got bullied, right?
Got bullied. Everyone gets bullied.
It's part of the deal, isn't it?
Yeah. No, the teachers were grade A. There was no bullying there.
Really?
But there's obviously you had the kids picking on the other kids, but that's the same in any school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just standard kid stuff in it.
Yeah.
Part of the deal.
But I went there. That was a good. I got my education. I told my mum and dad. I said, "Mum, I'm on. Can I get some new clubs?" And these clubs were a fortune, about £1,200. They said, "When you produce the grades, we'll buy you the clubs." I said, "Don't worry about it. I'm going to get the grades, please. But I'm playing that good of golf now. I need these clubs." So they said, "Yeah, go on. We'll buy you the clubs." And I did get the grades. you know what happened, don't you?
You kept the clubs on.
Of course, I kept the clubs. Yeah, I won't get the clubs back.
Yeah. Mum, I'm in my bed, honest.
Yeah.
Lay down.
Yeah, that was it.
So right, so you've had so I'm surprised that you've had a good time at this boarding school. Have you enjoyed it? I don't think I've heard that before ever.
No, I had a good time.
Well, that's more power to you.
Yeah.
So
I had a good time. I was with me and my brother were both there. Because me and my brother.
what's the age difference?
18 months.
Ah,
So we've moved around a lot in the army with my dad, and we've always had me and my brother. So when we moved somewhere new, we moved to Wolverhampton, and it was a bit of a rough place. But we always had Calvin with me. My brother was always there with me.
you older or younger?
I'm oldest.
I always think you have an upper hand when there's two brothers. I always think
Yeah.
because you just literally there's two of you. And like if there's brothers and you're 5 years apart, it doesn't really work. But if you're lucky enough to be part of a twosome and you're brothers and you're like literally in different
That's
years to
it.
each other, you're going to be all right.
And we had the same friends.
Yeah.
So we had the same friends. So we're always together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then when we left boarding school, we moved up to Richmond, North Yorkshire. Number 1 Georgian town in the country, to a very nice place we moved.
Yeah, I know Richmond.
Yeah, and we moved there, and
That's when your dad was based at Catterick.
no, but Dad finished by then.
How did you finish by then?
Dad
So what
did
brought you up here then?
My dad did 22 years, right? This is it. My dad did 22 years, and when I was a kid in Aldershot at school, I used to look at my dad, and my dad was a paratrooper, and there wasn't all paratroopers in this school. It was just normal kids as well, but there was a lot of army. And there was only a few paratroopers. And I used to look at my dad and think, that's what I wanted to be. My dad was a paratrooper, I had a sniper. And I always said I wanted to be a paratrooper with a sniper. You just look at your dad and think, oh, that's a cool job about planes, there'd be a sniper. Yeah. So that's what I wanted to be. Anyway, we moved. Dad got out of the army, he did 22 years. He went over to Iraq doing bodyguarding, and we just happened to move up to Richmond.
Right, just by chance.
Just by chance. And we happened to move to Richmond, and what I did is I went and became a stonemason for 7 years. My dad said to me, listen, son, I left 22 years after being a sniper and a paratrooper, but that's no good in Civvy Street unless you want to become a mercenary. So being a paratrooper and a sniper, what good's that in Civvy Street?
It isn't.
It isn't unless you want to go to Africa.
Or you want to be a parachute teacher.
Yeah, like that, which is few and far between.
Yeah.
So my dad said, get a trade. So when I got a trade, I became a stonemason. So I was a stonemason in Leyburn. I did 7 years as a mason, and then I joined the Paratrooper Regiment.
Right.
I did 12 and a half years.
And you did 12 and a half years.
Paratrooper, sniper, 8 years snipers.
Well, where did you get about then when you were a paratrooper? I'm sure you got deployed places, did you?
Yeah, I did Afghan too. So I was based down in St Athens. I was 1st Battalion.
You're based where, sorry?
St Athens, Wales.
Right, okay.
I was based down in South Wales. I did 12 and a half years. Out of the 12 and a half years, I did 8 and a half in St Athens. I did 2 years I did a year down at the jump school, and I did my last stint up in Catterick. And then I got out of the army. But I was based over I did Afghan 2011, 2012. I've been to Central America. I've been all over.
When you were, what years were you in did you get deployed to Afghan?
I joined March 10.
Right.
And I went to Afghan.
What year is this?
2010. March 2010.
Sorry, yeah, March 2010, right, okay.
I joined March 2010, and I was in Afghan November 11.
Right. Okay. So it was like, my timeline on the Afghan thing is sort of off. When was the worst time to be in Afghan?
08 to 012.
Right.
After that, it started to close down.
When did that, what year was it when the Americans left? What was that? Remember where they left all the gear? Was that right?
Well, we pulled out. I think we started pulling out. We started training them to do it themselves, but we didn't leave them to do the actual fighting themselves until about 16.
Right.
When we pulled out.
Okay.
There were some tasty times there.
I bet there was.
Some tasty times.
So like, when you're you're based in Afghan. So what does day to day look like when you're based in Afghan?
Plenty of gym time.
Plenty of gym time.
So this was the thing. For the unit I was working with, we had everything.
Right.
We had air conditioning. We were in a camp. Yeah, we had a cushy
in comparison.
And then literally 10k away, you had the rifles living in mud huts, eating 10-man ration packs.
Really?
So they were getting hard to getting blown up every day of the week. That was a hard time for them, I can imagine.
Why were you given this privilege, and they weren't?
Because of the unit we were.
So your unit had a higher.
It was a more elite. Well, it was the elitist units there is.
Right.
And the funding was massive.
Right.
So we didn't go out and do foot patrols like the General Army did. I was doing strike ops. So basically, your high value Taliban commanders would do strike ops. We'd get intel on them and we'd do strike ops just onto them. So the budget, it was the drones, all the drones, all that sort of stuff that you see in the films. It was like that.
Right. So you guys, that's coming from your unit, the drones and stuff, because it's an airborne type thing. Is it part? Isn't what you do? Is it part of the RAF? Is that
the
what
RAF
it is?
attached to us?
Right. Because I'm like, to me as an idiot, RAF is like planes and stuff.
Yeah.
And like you jump out of planes and stuff. Yeah. So like, you kind of work for the RAF, right? Kind of thing.
No, we work for ourselves, but they have attachments to it. So you have the RAF attached to you, and then if you need them, they'll do whatever you need them to do at that time.
Have you ever seen that documentary on Netflix? It's out, Black Hawk Down. I'm sure you will have done.
I watched it.
So just as you're telling me that story, I'm thinking I've watched this documentary.
That was a good documentary. Wasn't it?
That was a good documentary. That. Do you know what? It was on Netflix for ages, and I kept going past it.
Did you?
Yeah, and I was thinking, I'm not. I want to watch a murder documentary instead.
Yeah.
And one day, it kept popping up, and I thought, oh, go on then. And I put it on, and after half an hour, I was like, okay, now this is brilliant.
And do you know what? It was the Battle of Mogadishu. That was.
Yeah, Mogadishu.
Mogadishu. The skinnies.
Yeah.
The skinnies. You're fighting the skinnies. But do you know what they did? They became that complacent. They went out. They left their ammunition. They didn't take full-scale ammunition. They didn't take all the water. They didn't take the body armor plates. They went out just thinking it was just going to be a quick op. And then they got slaughtered, didn't they?
Mate, what happened to them?
They got butchered.
But that what you saying about sort of finding high-ranking Talibanis or enemy, if you
Yeah.
like, whatever they were.
That's what they were doing.
Yeah.
They were knocking on their doors.
Yeah, they were like following a guy, weren't they? Like with
Yeah,
like a camera and stuff. And they'd get intel where he was.
Yeah,
and,
that's exactly what is it.
but in this documentary, it sounded a bit mental because they were in Mogadishu, right? That
Yeah.
was the place.
Yeah.
And like, I get it, right? They had big armored vehicles and there was a load of them and they had guns. All right, yeah, I get it. But they were just rolling in
They did,
to this
didn't they?
city. I'm thinking, yeah, I get it. Like them, but like one-on-one, you'll do them. But numbers-wise,
There was thousands of
there's
them.
thousands to one, and they just go into the heart of the
Yeah,
and
into the
whatever
deep south.
the bowels,
They were
mate.
going deep south.
Yeah, mate,
And they became complacent.
that seemed mental.
And then when the lifter went down, they got shot down. Did you see a bit when one of the pilots was getting beaten by somebody's leg? Did
By
you watch
somebody's
that?
leg.
Yeah, did you not watch it a bit?
I watched it all
Did you not see the bit where he was getting hit?
with a leg.
Yeah,
I don't remember that bit. Tell me what happened.
he got beaten by someone's leg. They had one of the dead soldiers' limbs and they were beating him with it.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Jesus.
yes. Watch it
No
again. Watch
way.
it. Watch it.
And this is true story shit, right?
Yeah, the third episode.
Yeah.
The third episode, they're getting beaten.
See, any documentary series, by the third episode, I fell asleep. So
Yeah.
there's a good chance I've missed the past, like the
Do you,
last.
you like you said you like your murder documentaries?
That's all I watch.
I love a murder documentary.
Yeah, 'cause I'm a lunatic. It's quite worrying.
It is quite weird.
Yeah, I use it as like ASMR. Like it makes you fall asleep. Like
Have you watched
I watched them all.
the John Wayne Gacy tapes?
yeah,
The Ted Bundy?
Yeah.
Oh, Ted Bundy, what?
yeah, mate. I'm a Netflix whore. Absolute
I like the
whore.
I like the way the Ted Bundy tapes is he addressed himself in court because he was a potential lawyer, wasn't he?
Absolute ego.
Yeah, and he didn't look at in the news reporters were saying to him, or to say to the news reporters were saying to the jury outside, "What do you reckon to him?" And they're like, "He's not." The women were like, "He's not a killer. I'll go on a date. I'll go on a date with him."
Yeah, yeah.
And he just did not look like a serial.
He was a good-looking lad.
He wasn't a good looking lad.
Good-looking lad. Yeah.
He played the part well.
Mate, do you know, like, this, if you go through history, right, there's, like, loads of these, like, psycho men that, like, have all these admirers and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, you think to yourself, like, it just happened, like, just once. It's happened with, like, lots of different, like, serial killers over time or people who've ran cults and stuff. And,
Yeah.
like, there's definitely some kind of, like, weird chemistry with, like, absolute nutters and certain streams
Yeah.
of ladies, and certain types of ladies.
Well, that was it when they said that they were. When they said, "Would you get in the car with him?" And she said, "Yeah, definitely."
Yeah.
And I was thinking, you don't know half of what you've done. You don't want to be getting in no car with Ted.
don't-
Theodore-
don't know.
You don't want to get in the car with Theodore Bundy.
No,
Definitely not.
No. Just
Did you
walk.
see it when he escaped in the through the vent shaft?
I didn't. I
Oh.
fell asleep.
He fell asleep. He was in jail, and above his bed, there was an air vent,
Right.
but it was very small. And he kept having time to go to the library, and he kept getting his books from the library. Yes, but what he did is he used the library, the books. He collected his books and he was reading them in his room. And then he built. If you keep getting books, what can you build?
Yeah, you can build a tower.
Yeah. So
Right.
and what he did, he was on hunger strike.
Right.
So he starved himself to escape himself. And he got out. He got out.
No way.
He got out through the roof.
He got outside as well.
He got on the run. Wow. He went back on the run.
Some boy.
The man was mental.
And like this is relatively modern. We're not talking 100 years ago.
There we go. This is when he escaped from the courtroom.
Some
That's
boy.
the picture of escaping from the courtroom. The man was a lunatic.
Yeah, Ted
And
Bundy.
do you know what caught him?
What?
Did you see when they forced him to do a bite?
Do you know what? I should probably rephrase. I've watched every Netflix documentary the first hour.
Yeah,
and I
you
fell
fell.
asleep every time.
Yeah.
So I've never watched the end.
What happened was he was nobody had ever been told to take a bite mark. So basically, what he did is he bit one of the victims on the arse, yeah,
Right.
and they wanted to get a mold of his teeth.
Right.
And they went to a judge, and the judge gave order that they could get a dentist impression of his teeth.
Right.
So they strapped him down to the chair, and they took an imprint of his teeth to use in court to see whether he did do it. Anyway, it came back that the bite mark that he produced in the mould was the same as a bite mark on the body of,
Right.
of the dead
So
victim.
they actually use that as
They
evidence.
used it as
against him.
evidence, but they wanted to use it as evidence to see if it would. And it was the first time a judge ordered a bite mark, a bite.
Have I heard right that they no longer do that now? Is that right that it was and now they don't, or they didn't and now they do?
I don't know.
One of the two.
I'm not too sure.
Not too sure.
But I watch Netflix, and I don't see. I watch them and don't fall asleep.
Right.
So I
That's
I
it.
watched the last episode.
Yeah, you should really. Otherwise, you don't know what you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Did you watch Making a Murder?
So that one I watched all the way through.
That was good.
That actually was my introduction to it. That was my very, very first.
That was my first one, and it was long.
It's like 2017 or something,
Yeah,
right?
it was about 18 hours.
So the real question is, did Stephen do it?
No.
No.
I don't think he did. I don't know. What do you reckon? Do you reckon he did?
Yeah.
You reckon he did?
Yeah.
Everybody's hard to know anything. You reckon he did? Yeah. But there was no blood in the house.
No.
And they got the son. Was it the son? It was the nephew, wasn't it?
Nephew.
It was the nephew. They got the nephew. They told the nephew made up this story that they slit her throat.
Yeah,
and chained her to the bed. But there was no blood anywhere.
Do you know what? And as well, like with the greatest of respect to them, they were like they were really like they weren't the brightest of people, obviously.
Them too.
And it would have took a level of intelligence to get to hide some of the stuff.
Yeah.
But some of the stuff's obvious, like the car. Like the car was in his lot.
Yeah, but did you not see what happened though?
No.
You must have seen this.
Well, I've
bit.
seen it. Remind me.
When the police officer radioed in.
So there's dodginess with the police officers, isn't there?
The whole thing was corrupt. The radio in said, "Have you found a car?" And then before, so basically, they found that car at the compound, didn't they?
They did.
Yeah.
Hidden at the back.
Hidden in the back,
Yeah.
underneath some trees in an old bonnet. Now the police radioed in, and this is what the defence lawyers used in court. When they radioed in, they said, "We found a car, a RAV. It was a RAV4."
RAV4, yeah, it
Yeah.
was green too.
Yeah, and they went. They said,
I think.
found a RAV4, and it belongs to so and so. Yeah, but
Blue.
when they called in the dispatcher, right? When they called in the dispatcher, if I was a police officer and I find a car by the side of the road, yeah, and I call in the registration, yeah, I won't know whose car it is. The dispatcher will have to tell me whose car it is, won't they? But the police officer knew that was the car, and they knew who it was registered to, and they shouldn't have known this. And the defence lawyer in the trial used it. And watch it again.
So do you know what I'm going to say? If I can, I'm not definitively sure. You asked me who did I think he do it or not. If I was forced, gun to the head, if I had to say if he did not do it, I'd say okay. I'd lean more to he did. However, if you ask me should he be in jail now, I'll say no. And do you know why? Because of the corruption.
The whole thing was
Because of the dodginess
The
that has
whole thing was corrupt.
obviously gone on.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, like even if he did do it, my belief is that he shouldn't be in jail because of the way they've acted.
Yeah.
Because it's just too corrupted.
Yeah.
Like you've got to play fair. If he did do it, you've got to get him properly. You can't set him up, sort of thing, and make it look worse than, or make it look more obvious.
He was getting done for that rape, wasn't he? And then they realised it wasn't him, and he was suing the state.
It's a funny one, that one. Like that one.
Which one have I been watching lately?
I remember watching this with someone, and the person I watched it with was like 100%. He didn't do it, and all this, and I don't know. Like he'd be the most unluckiest person in the world for it to happen twice.
Yeah.
Like and now, like I've seen the whole documentary. I think he probably did the first one too.
You think he did the first one?
Probably. Probably. I don't know. Like
Even though that detainee who was in jail said that he did it.
yeah. Did they get him on DNA, the detainee?
They got the DNA. Yeah.
So the person who said that he did it and made him like get out of prison, that person matched the DNA.
Police put him in prison saying that he did it, and then it came out that he didn't do it. And then in another jail, someone was boasting saying he got away with this rape.
Right.
And they took that DNA from the person who was boasting, and it turned out that it was a link to.
Was Stephen's DNA on that body too? Because he must have went to jail. It must have been DNA, right? Or not?
I can't remember. It's been
I feel like we should watch that again because it has been like 6 years. Or
But the
something.
thing is, though, it's such a long.
Yeah, 3 episodes, right?
Yeah.
Or something
No.
like that.
There was 18 episodes on Making a Murder.
18.
18 episodes on Making a
What
Murder.
Dan means is he's only seen 3 of them.
I've watched it all.
Making a Murder.
Making a Murderer, Stephen Avery.
Yeah, it is Stephen Avery.
Stephen
Go on,
Avery.
have a look how many episodes on Making a Murder.
No.
Go on.
Maximum 5.
You go for 5.
I think there's 3.
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Get it up on Netflix. No, man, there isn't that many. 18.
No, it says 2
18?
seasons, like.
Sweet, there you go. 2. Is that many series?
What do you mean seasons? Put Stephen Avery. I'll have a look.
It's the one, yeah.
Yeah. So let's go there.
So 2 seasons.
2 seasons. There you go.
Season 1.
Yeah. Look at that. Go down. Scroll down. It's just episode after
What
episode.
the fuck is this?
Told you, mate. This is what I'm on about. It's the same for series 2. There's about 18 episodes, man.
Why was there a season 2?
So there's 2 seasons, 10 episodes each.
There you go. I was too shy.
What, and they're an hour long each? Or give or take?
50
Yeah.
minutes, say. Told you.
Bloody hell.
It's a lot.
Fam, I must have been committed. I'll watch this. I'll watch this, fam.
When did you watch it?
God.
You need to get back and watch it again.
Before COVID, like long before then.
That's when I watched it. I've been watching it during COVID. When it first came out, but I was addicted to it. And I'd watch it. But what I would do is if I fell asleep, I'd go back and watch it again.
Yeah. But you don't think he did it?
I don't think he did it. If you watch, obviously you haven't seen all of this. If you watch it, you'll see that I don't think he did it.
But I do like the debate about it though, because there is enough argument both sides. Like there's a world where you could say, yeah, he did it, and there's a world where you could say, hey, he didn't do that. It's so dodgy. Have you seen it before, Ron?
I have not.
Mate, you need that. I'd say hands down, that's the best one on Netflix.
Yeah.
Well,
hands down.
I'll
Watch
have
what
a
we
watch. I'll have a watch when I've got 20 hours spare.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good weekend stocking filler when it's raining and you got no friends.
100%, yeah. 100%. Okay, so yeah, anyway, back to the story.
Yeah, that was very sidetracked.
No, it's part of the thing, innit? So, yeah, Afghanistan.
I'd say I came back 2012, and my
Did you enjoy the army?
I loved it.
Did you?
Yeah, I loved it. But do you know what I loved?
What?
I loved being a paratrooper and a sniper.
What was it you liked about it? The prestige?
Yeah. Especially when you got a battalion full of paratroopers and there's only 25 snipers in a platoon out of 600-700 men.
So because...
And they're the best of the best. You know what I mean?
And knowing that you were the best of the best.
Yeah, it was good.
Good.
It was very good. But I had a parachute accident back in 2014.
What was the accident, if you don't mind me asking?
I came in like a sack of spuds. Jumped, and I came in very hard. Snapped my leg.
Really?
Snapped my leg. So I broke my leg twice. Twice I've had an injury. And I've got metal plates throughout my right leg.
Right.
But you can see I can still shift.
You still shift,
You can see that down there.
Oh, you shift about that gym, like, yeah. Shift about.
I can cut some shapes down there on that treadmill.
I've always admired snipers because you could be sat there literally days on end just waiting.
Yeah. It's not like what you see in the films. You know, when you see the films, it's like there's a lot of calculations going into it. You see these people pull triggers and they shoots a mile and a half and hits straight away. You know, there's a lot of variables that come into play.
Such as?
Wind, elevation, temperature.
Your breathing.
Yeah.
Temperature.
How
would temperature affect it? I've never heard that before.
If it's cold, the bullet will not travel as far. If it's hot, the bullet travels further. If it's obviously the denser the atmosphere, if you have to fire in deep fog, the round's not going to go as far. If you have to fire in the Sahara Desert, it'll fly further because it's just less air. So, but there's wind, there's temperature, there's wind direction. Obviously, wind can be blowing one way left here, and down at the target it can be blowing right. So you got to take into consideration, obviously, that.
Is there ways, like if you are fixed on a target, right?
Yeah.
And you're about to shoot. Is there a way to, like that thing with the wind? Because that fascinates me. So obviously where you are, you know, you can feel the wind, say, on this side of your cheek, right? So you're thinking, right, you're using that calculation. But he's so far away, or she so far away. How are you working out what the wind is? Yeah.
When you look at, but before you take the shot, you'll be observing. Yeah. So if there's smoke, if there's wind on trees,
you're just looking around at all the elements.
You look at the elements, see what's down there.
Just like a calculation. And I suppose, because you aren't down there, you only got your eyes. So you trying to use your best judgment with what you can see.
Exactly.
Thinking, right, I think that.
Exactly that. And then if you do take the shot and you miss, you'll see a splash and then you'll do a correction and you do. So if I'm an Afghan and I'm shooting and I can see an enemy fighter on a hillside, I take the shot. But the best thing is when you're fighting in sand, you see your round hits. You see where your round hits straight away. You see where your round hits. It splashes. So if you do make a miss drill, if you do miss the target, you just aim off, and then you hit.
Probably a stupid question for somebody who was a sniper in Afghanistan, but I assume you had to put that into practice.
I joined snipers just after Afghan. I was a machine gunner.
Machine gunner?
Yeah, I was a big machine gunner.
What's a big machine gunner?
Where you carry a big boy.
Right.
I carried the big machine gun.
No way.
I like the machine gun. But it wasn't like the you see the films
Like
like Rambo. It wasn't like Rambo. Come on, Rambo's just got an unlimited belt of ammunition that just keeps firing through.
I love the movies.
Oh, I love the movies.
But
We all
out,
love a movie.
Yeah.
One arm.
Yeah, do that. Yeah. Holding the belt in one hand.
Yeah.
Holding the belt in one hand and just do that. Yeah, it's not like that.
Knife in between your teeth.
Yeah, not like that. Not like that.
No.
But no, I had a good time in the military. But it was when I left, that's when it all went south. Because I was very regimented with what I was doing day in, day out. What I was doing 6 months ahead of me. That's where my problems came, was when I left.
So before we get into that, I do, because this is something that is, we've had a few people that have been in the army have mentioned this. What's your opinions and views on the, let's say, returning to civilization process?
Oh, it's bad.
Because correct me if I'm getting this, it's like you leave and it's just right, see ya.
Yeah.
And there's no, I don't want to say training. You don't need training as such, but
Well,
like,
you do get a resettlement. You do get resettlement.
And what is resettlement?
Where you've been regimented for 12 and a half years or 22 years, and then before you finish, you stand down doing the job you're doing, and you try and integrate back into society doing a job that a normal Joe Bloggs is doing. But people find it hard because you've been so used to being 100-mile-an-hour tempo, doing this. And then when you come to being just on your own and you actually have stepped through the door and you finish the army, and then it's like that's it, you lose everything. You're like, what the hell? You mean, where am I now? I'm in deep south. I don't know what to do. Even though you're just a normal Joe Bloggs, you're like, where do I go for this? What do I do? And then your mind just mama itself. I struggled bad.
Immediately.
Yeah. Well, I had a drink problem before I left.
So you were drinking in the army?
I was drinking. Yeah.
Every day.
My nickname in the army was Boozy Hughesy.
Boozy Hughesy.
Yeah, but I was very good at my job.
Right.
Very good at my job. But the thing is, I was a functioning alcoholic.
Right. So it was by day you were a soldier.
Yeah.
And by night you were a pisshead.
Yeah. But back in the army, you could drink back in the army back then. Now it's all to try to stay away from that. It's completely, the atmosphere is completely changed in the army.
So they're trying to stop people outside of their working day drinking.
Yeah. Drinking is sort of, it isn't, but it is frowned upon. But
is it like not allowed, or do they just frown upon?
Allowed. Of course it's
I was going to say they can't
yeah.
stop you if it's your own time.
You can't stop you from drinking, but it's just like, when I look back at it now, should I have drank every day and still been good at my job? I shouldn't have drank every day. But it is what it is. Listen. If you want to have a drink and you can turn up to work, perform, and hit the target and achieve the goals of that day, then what's it matter to me?
Yeah. And I often think that that's probably the most dangerous skill to have. I know people.
Functioning.
Yeah, I know. I was lucky. So during my times of fun, let's say, I had terrible hangovers, and I mean terrible, mate. Like
useless for 2 days.
For Jesus Christ, mate. Yeah, like just horror. My whole world would crash. I just couldn't function. I couldn't look at people. I couldn't have conversations. For 2 days, I'd have to avoid contact. I couldn't sit and look at you in the eye and have a conversation. No, because of the demons in my head.
Yeah,
but I know people who don't have that. And I've known people that can go on absolute benders till 4 a.m., do 3 hours sleep, and then come to work and just be fine and they just eat it off. Eat it off.
That was me. I was functioning. I could just get up and just crack on.
So back in the day, I got jealous of that. And I used to think, wish I could fucking do that. Wish I could do that. Yeah. I'm so glad I couldn't.
Yeah, because it would be a bad instead.
Yeah, because it doesn't affect your life.
No.
It's all good. It's good then and it's good in the morning.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, I can remember these people coming into work and still a bit squiffy from the night before. Like, they were quite funny, because they were like, oh, still a bit pissed,
Yeah.
And they were like, they were like meant to be around, but like where we are now, 20 years later or whatever, I'm teetotal and they're still doing it.
No good.
And they're still doing it.
That's the problem.
And then you think, God had a plan for me.
Yeah, and I was good at it. I was good at being a functioning alcoholic. I was good.
Yes.
I will drink tonight.
Yeah,
I will drink tonight. I know that I can perform tomorrow. Do you know what I mean? But look at it. Like you just said then, people go from being functioning to being at rock bottom. And it doesn't take long to get there.
So you've hit Civvy Street is what it's called.
Yeah, at City Street.
And you've carried your old friend drink with you.
Drink and cocaine, yes.
And now we've got this big gap in the day.
Yep. And loads of money.
Loads of money.
Loads of money. Got paid loads of money.
When they pay you out?
Got paid me out. Paid me out a nice, big, massively hefty chunk of money. And then what happens is you get a little bit more. And a little bit more. I'll just do another day. I'll just do another 200 quid. And then before you know it, you're flat broke, rock bottom, with a massive crippling addiction.
So from getting out
Yeah.
with your lumper
Yeah.
to that point where it's gone
Yeah.
and you've fucked it.
Yeah. Job's off.
Job's off, mate. Yeah.
It
How
would have been.
long's this?
It would have been a year. 54 grand.
That's a hell of a session, that.
It was a hell of a session.
My man. Respect.
But no, but you know what the session was? It was on my own half the time.
They're the best.
They're not. They're not the best at all. They're not the best.
No, they're not the best. They're
8 o'clock in the morning, me and your mate come and drop me that 200 quid off, and then like later on that day, another. I'd say, "Fuck you!" I was just gonna, like, I know I'm good at this, but this has got to stop.
Yeah, and those are, and you know, I'm embarrassed to say that's who I became. I was the on my own guy.
You told me this, yeah.
Yeah, and I feel you. I feel
You know how it feels.
Oh yeah.
You know how it feels.
Yeah. I know how it feels, and I know the decisions you make, and I know. Let's be frank. Some of the things you did during that time that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
And it's horrific, and you can't forget them. And you can't forget them. You might not talk about them. Nobody else might know about them, but you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You were there.
You were there.
And when you're nodding off to bed, that thought comes in your head, and you just have to shake it off.
That's it.
Fucking hell.
I was on my own partier, and I was, your curtain twitching.
Peeping.
Yeah, peeping. And you think someone's in your house.
You
You look behind doors. You look behind doors. But the thing is, like, you start off having a big line, and you feel great. You're like, this is a fucking amazing. Yes, I'm on top.
The first one's great.
Yeah, I'm on top. This is great. I've had a fucking skinful of beer. Yeah, this is how it's going to continue. And then 8 hours later, the whole world's in bed, or the whole country's in bed, and you're creeping around your house, fucking looking behind doors like what? But then the next morning you're paying for more. You want more. Like,
Could you go to sleep on it?
No, because I'll just buy more. I'll just get more in.
Yeah.
But then what happened is you end up going suicidal because you get more in, but your mind plays more tricks on you. And your mind's very good at playing tricks on you. It's really good at playing tricks. I've seen people there, but no one's there.
Dale, I used to think the borrowers lived in my plug hole.
Never.
Swear down.
Never.
I used to get in the bath. So this is how fucked up I was. And these benders, I would be 24 hours in.
Yeah.
And I would end up, I'd get in the bath, right? That was I don't know why. I'd get in the bath with water in.
Yeah.
But then I'd pull the plug out and I'd lay in the bath with no clothes on and no water in it. And I can remember thinking I could hear somebody in the plug hole.
Never.
And so picture it, I'm soaking with sweat, 24 hours in. It's something like 7 o'clock in the morning.
Still going.
Yeah. With a nosebleed.
Yeah.
And I'm like this with my phone, looking down the plug hole with my ear to the plug hole because I can.
Eyes going all fuzzy.
Yeah, because I was convinced somebody was in the plug hole.
Like mine, I had a brand new carpet fitted in my apartment.
Oh, you were picking bits up.
No. I was pulling the carpet up because I thought someone underneath it. Just had a new carpet fitted. What sort of lunatic? If the outside world seen you, you get sectioned. What man puts a new carpet down and starts pulling it off the rails, man? It's only a fucking lunatic. Only a lunatic would do that. You know what I mean? Like, what sort of sense do you do? Obviously, now I'm clean and sober, and I've done 16 months clean and sober. I wouldn't dare to pull a fucking carpet up, which is
There's no one under the carpet.
And how long have you done sober now?
Oh God, since I'd say a few years now since I've done it. But mine was never a continuous thing. Mine would be. See, I was never a big drinker. I was a couple of times a year guy, but a couple of times a year there would be a few days each time.
Yeah.
But then obviously, luckily, because of my hangovers, once it ran out. You start on a Friday, knowing that I'd work on the Monday, so there was a cut-off point.
Yeah.
But then the horrendousness. I had 30-day hangovers. Not even lying.
Wow.
I wasn't right for a month.
Wow.
It would take me a month, mate, to get right. Everything, my shits, my mind.
Knocked you for 6.
Nearly killed me. So I was that scarred from these events that every time it was never again. Months would go by, and then bang. And I'd never know when it was coming. It was never planned. You could ask me at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'd say, don't be so stupid. But then it'd be quick. I'd just get it in my head. It was always be on the same time as well. I'd be driving home from work, and just, before I know it, the thought would be in my head. I'd sent the text, and it was like a race. I had to get it before I could stop myself. Yeah. And, mate, I was that bad, right? And I used to do this. On these moments, I would go to my person, get it, sit on their front, whip a CD case out, and just do it there. On the front.
Sober.
Sober. Just,
so you were a dry sniffer?
Yeah. I didn't drink.
You didn't drink, yeah.
No.
I was a drinker. But then you look at what it's done to your relationships and your family, and like all the turmoil you put them through.
Yeah, man. Horrific.
Like what I've done to my family. My wife, she put hell with me. Obviously now we're great. We're perfect now. Been on 4 holidays this year. I mean, got a lovely house we have now. I don't spend any money other than what it needs to be spent. I don't waste any money.
You don't.
I eat clean. I train every day.
Tell you what,
Life's
mate.
good.
Big respect to your missus. This is the same missus you've been with, yeah?
My wife's done well.
I'm going to say, listen, I used to have these little bad weekends a few times a year. And, yeah, my missus at the time stuck with me through them. But what you were doing, yours was constant.
Oh.
And how long did this go on for?
Well, I left the army. I got paid that massive lump. As soon as I got a massive lump, yeah, me and her went south because I started thinking I was the don.
Don, yeah.
Yeah.
Top boy.
Don't talk to me like, I got all his money.
Yeah.
What happened now? We split up. When that went, I sorted my life out a little bit. We got back together. Then I started sniffing again. And then she stuck by me still, took me back. And then August 14th last year, I went to court. Well, I had a domestic back in July. And the copper turned up and slapped the copper, got arrested, pled guilty, and this is where the life went south properly. So I pled guilty, and I was at rock bottom, and then I got sentenced in August 14th. In that meantime, I was on the drink more, I was on the cocaine more, and I was treating the family bad. And then I went to court to get sentenced on the 14th of August last year, and I rocked up. I was drinking the night before, and I was on the carry the night before.
What
else would you do?
Why
would you not do that? That's a sensible thing to do.
Goes without saying, yeah.
So I went to, and I told Ron this. It was when the Southport riots were on. Remember the riots last year?
Yes, the
3 girls.
I remember him.
So the riots were on that time, and I got sentenced. It was 1,400 on the 14th. So on the 13th, I was drinking. I was on the drugs still, and went to sleep at 8 o'clock in the morning. I woke up on the day of court. I woke up at 10 o'clock, so I had 2 hours sleep. Yep. I got straight back on the drink.
Wow.
On the way to court, I had 3 pints on the way to court.
Wow.
3 pints.
To settle your nerves.
I was still hungover, still under the influence. So I woke up, the wife looked at me and went, "What are you doing? You got caught." I went, I probably said, "Fuck off." Yeah, I'm drinking. So I went to court, and I'm in court, and my solicitor walked in, and I fell out of him straight away because I was pissed. And then I'm doing well here, aren't I? I've got a good start. I'm doing well. So I've had an argument with my solicitor. This is going well, Dale. You're winning today, mate. You really are. You really are on top form today. You've had an argument with the wife. She said don't drink. I've said fuck off. I've turned up the court. This cunt's going to get it as well. I should have said, Dale, he's here to help you, mate. What are you doing? What are you abusing the man for? But I gave him some fucking abuse. He's obviously thought this sounds a chopstick. So when it came to the sentencing, all the 3 district judges have gone away. My solicitor's gone in the chamber to have a chat with them. And I know that he said he's a cock, get rid of him. So they sentenced me. And I got 6 months, I did. 6 months in detention. Now, I served 3 months of it. But as soon as that door went shut, I've been clean since then. So when they put the cuffs on me and I realised that my life went fucking downhill, yeah.
Did you expect to be going there that day?
No.
No idea.
Pre-sentence report told me I was going to get probation, that was it.
So you got the shock?
I got a shock, but obviously I turned up fucking thinking, yeah, I'll get away with this bit of probation. Obviously I upset him. The man was meant to help me, And then the 3 district judges obviously listened to the solicitor and said that he's a dickhead, get rid of him. They sentenced me.
He might have saved your life, Dale.
He did save my life. He did.
Probably the best.
It
by
was the
sound.
best. I'd shake them. If I could shake the 3 district judges' hands now, I would shake them.
And your solicitor?
Definitely. If I hadn't turned up drunk, I would have got probation. I'd still be doing drinking drugs now, and I wouldn't be on this talk show, and I'd still be a fat bastard and just abusing myself and abusing everybody else.
He might have had a look at you and thought, this guy needs a timeout.
Yeah.
This guy needs
He
a
needs
little
to
bit
check
of time
himself before he wrecks himself.
to chill out a bit.
Yeah, yeah.
And the only way he's going to chill out is if he can't physically get his hands on anything.
Yeah.
And there's only one way to do that.
Yeah, so they sentenced me, and I went to Durham. I was in Durham, and I went to Home House, and Durham was fucking obviously when I went there, I was half cut after 3 pints, cut out of sleep, and then when I went into Durham, got out of the fucking pig wagon, the sweatbox, got out in Durham in this medieval. And I was thinking, where the fuck have I gone wrong here, boy? Fucking jobs off here. I thought I was going to get a bit of probation. I'm in jail. What the fuck?
Oh, what
And they give you a diary, and it's got the days in there. Like, when am I getting out? Oh my days, man! What am I going to do? Just sat in this fucking sweaty box for. It was a horrible place to be. The food was shit. Everything was shit. There was nothing good about it.
So what?
But the wife stuck by me. And I came out, and I've been clean since. I've had 4 holidays this year. I've been around alcohol on every single holiday. Not me and the wife don't drink now. Both don't drink. I've been around alcohol, people drinking, and now, do you know what? Now I'm more happier. This is the thing that I love. Yeah, we went for a restaurant, right? And I was sitting there, and I got my meal. And then when they came along, they said, "Would you like the wine menu?" I said, "I don't drink." And then, "You don't drink?" "No, take that away, I don't drink. Take the menu away." It's empowering. It is empowering now. I like that.
Yeah.
It's obviously before, and now people talk to me. People wouldn't talk to me before when I was a fat waste of space who was just a crackhead. No one would talk to you.
See, I never met that guy. So I don't know. The first guy I ever met was a lovely guy.
Yeah.
Like the first guy I ever met, Dale walked up to me in the gym and he just seemed like the most nicest person straight away. Dead like I don't know, like just so alive, so full of life and so like enthusiastic and like he pumped me up. Like I felt like good, after I met him, I was like, I'm gonna have a good day now. Do you know, like I was feeling like you do. You're having like, I've gone to the fucking gym. And then I met him and he just fucking, all right, mate, how you doing? And I thought, fucking hell, I like this guy.
Who's this chap?
Yeah, I like this guy.
No, obviously back then I was a fucking loner. I was a loner. I was a recluse. I didn't look after myself. I didn't look after anyone else. I didn't look after my wife. I didn't look after my kids. And
I can't imagine you not looking after yourself.
Mate, look at the state of me, man.
I can't imagine it.
Look at the state
He
of
showed
me.
us his photo.
Yeah, you're in a bit of a situation there, aren't you?
I'm in a fucking big situation there. Look at the state of that.
It doesn't even look like you do.
I've got a body like a melted welly.
You look like a bag of milk.
And then look at that. I went from that. So there we go.
Look like a melted
There we go.
milk.
Look at that. There's Dubai this year.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
Game changer, man. I've been there.
Complete game changer.
Absolute.
Complete game changer.
And do you know what? Like now, like you said, I see you down the gym, mate. Yeah, and you know it. You look in the mirror and you think, do you know what? Remember that time when I was looking down that plug hole? How far you came? How far I've came for ripping up my carpet.
Yeah.
And it won't happen again. It will not happen again. Like it's just like obviously I know you eat clean. I know you train hard. We both do, and that's the way it should be. And that's the way it will be from now on.
I think people like us, I believe that we don't have an addiction. We are addicts.
We are addicts.
And it doesn't matter. There is a big difference between that and in reality, somebody like us has to keep an eye on everything.
Yeah.
Because we could be addicted to anything.
Yeah.
You can tell. I can tell that you're an addict and not somebody who had an addiction because of the way you are with the gym.
Yeah.
Because now that's your new addiction. Or you're committed to it. And the way you talk about cleanliness now, about being clean and staying off, it's the same mindset as the person that was getting off it.
Yes.
It's like this determination and this absolute laser focus on it.
Exactly.
And it's a big concoction of there's obsession in there, there's addiction in there, there's addict in there. And I think somebody like you and me and other people like us, we can't have a little bit. We can't ever
Have a little bit.
We couldn't wait 10 years and then it'd be a Christmas day and someone said, let's have a glass of champagne, man. We're going to say, it's New Year. Mm-mm.
Nah. No,
Because
thank you.
it might be that one and then nothing might happen for a while. But what'll happen is 30 days later, it's Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's now, and then you think, well, I had one glass at Christmas and I was fine. I can have another one.
I'll have another one.
And then you think, well, look, I'm obviously someone who can just have one drink now.
This is how it's...
And slowly but surely...
you're back the way you were.
Yeah, and
This is how it starts. It creeps. It's creeping up on you.
And then you find yourself talking down the plug hole again.
Yeah, and
18 months later.
Exactly that. Like, obviously, when I first started partying, I could party, and it was great.
Of course it was.
It was great. And then it come to the point where you think you're paying for it. This is, I wasn't on my own when I used to party back then when I was 18. I was with people. It's like, this is great. And then you start becoming on your own, and you think, and you pay.
Gollum.
Yeah, and you start, you do, yeah, and then you're paying for it. You're paying for it, and it makes your mind go south, yeah. And then you just want more of the same thing, and you're like, what am I doing with my life here? No, you look, but you look. Obviously, I've seen you in the gym. You look good. We both look good down there.
Look hungry, don't I?
We do. You do look hungry. Were you on the stepper?
Yeah, I'll go on the elliptical machine.
You do, yeah.
That's the look I go for. I go for that. Hasn't had out to eat look. That's sort of my look.
Is that yours?
That's my look. Yeah.
Stop.
I'm not someone who just genetically. I don't think I get big without using things to enhance it. I've played that game before, and I got a bit beefy. But for me, it's just not how it works on my body. I just get thin.
When you go for the rip look,
that's all I can do. Yeah. I can't do the other one.
You can't do the other one.
No, I can't get big. So I've got skinny fat or skinny.
Have you got a good diet? You got a good diet?
Yeah. Well, listen, it's not immaculate. I'd say Monday to Friday would be classed as good.
Yeah.
Today's Saturday. I will be having a Five Guys.
You'll be having a Five Guys. Yeah.
I can have Five Guys.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Food with me. Food's the addiction that I can keep in check. If I let myself go, I'd eat shit every day because I want to. I prefer eating shit. I want to eat a cake and a chocolate. I've got a sweet tooth. I want to eat that. Yeah, But that's an addiction I've lived with and I've learned to manage it. And I can have my treat. I look forward to it. Tonight is my treat. I won't do it Sunday. I won't do it Friday. But I look forward to my treat. I always feel shit on the Sunday and then remember why I don't do it.
Do you?
Yeah, I feel shit. Yeah.
Well, my treat was an Indian. I had an Indian last night.
Beautiful. What's your Indian choice?
Chicken ariali.
Ariali. Spinach one.
Yeah.
One bit of green in it and that.
It's all green. It's all like green curry, mate. It's gorgeous, mate. I have that. Me and the wife have that every Friday, and that's my treat. But do you know what? I don't feel bad for it.
No.
I just work twice hard on Saturday.
No. I don't mean that. I don't mean like, I know that one when I've had 2 days of shit food and I feel, I look like a bag of spuds. No. I mean tummy time. Tummy time. So, look, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, but I won't even make the next day. Like when I have my treat tonight, within an hour I'll be pebble dashing the toilet.
Oh my God.
That's all you'll see.
You get like food hangovers, don't you? It's weird.
Yeah, really bad. Yeah, I get like brain fog. I feel down. Yeah, off bad food. Yeah. I feel shit for 2 days.
Well, do you know what? I don't eat crisps. I don't eat biscuits. I don't eat chocolate. We just moved to a new house. We've got a lovely house we have. 6-year-old. I just bought it outright. I have for me. My mum gave me my inheritance early.
Beautiful.
£250,000 she gave me. Wow. So I bought a house outright. So I've done a lot to it.
Imagine that outright. Imagine that.
Yeah.
Fuck you, mortgage people.
No mortgage.
Fuck you.
But she wouldn't have gave me that if I was still on the crack and on the cocaine.
Obviously.
But now she's seen who I am. She the house in Richmond, which I told you about. She had a lovely big house there, massive house. She sold that. She got a very, very big lump of money for that. She had enough to give me £250,000, my brother £250,000, and have for herself some.
That's class.
So there we go. So I bought a house outright for me, the wife, and the kids. We've got a lovely house, new build. Kitted it out lovely. I've done a lot of work to it myself. And we've got these neighbours. And we've got lovely neighbours we have. Anyway, the neighbours came round. She made us some brownies. Right? She made some brownies for us.
Oh, yeah. I love that. What a neighbourly thing.
Oh, yeah.
So nice.
The previous owner, we get on with, and she says that they always cook for every birthday. They bake you a cake and this, that, and the other.
Love
anyway, she said, "I've got you some brownies. Do you like?" She said, first of all, "Do you want some brownies? I'll bake some brownies." So I said, "Yeah, we'll have some brownies. Why not?" Anyway, she gave us these brownies with a bit of tracing paper, wrapped with a bow. And I said to the wife, "Come on, babe, I've got a present here from the neighbour." And we opened it. It was like, wow, look at these things, like thick as a Mars bar. Each one was as thick as a Mars bar, yeah, like 16 soldiers on a plate. And anyway, I had a little nibble. That was enough for me. But the kids will just demolish them.
Yeah.
So do you know what I did? I got the brownies, and I said, look, I gave him a brownie each, yeah? Here you go, there's ration them. You're not eating all these tonight. There's one for the wife, there's one for the kids, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll have a little nibble until that's me done. And put them in an airtight box, right? And I put them on top of the cupboard. And I said, kids, look. But I had the box half hanging over. I said to my little girl, look, there's brownies up there.
Yeah.
She'd be walking in the kitchen, Daddy, the brownies. Yeah, you've had one already. You're not having another. Wait till tomorrow, as long as you eat your dinner.
I thought you were going to tell some story there. He stuck some ganja in him or something to trick him. Do you know what I mean?
Nah.
Tell you what, I like your neighbours. And I moved into my house. My neighbour fucking taxed my greenhouse.
Never.
Swear down.
Stole your greenhouse?
Stole my greenhouse. Put me on the spot. Like, he said, do you want that greenhouse? You know, like, I could tell he wanted it. And I was like, I won't be using it, like. And I didn't think, you know.
What, you take it in half-inch it?
Yeah. And he said, well, I'll have it if you want. And I was like, oh, yeah. You know, like, just said it in passing.
And then before you knew it was gone?
Mate, he jumped over the fence and started taking it to bits.
Happy days, Shy
Bear's
getting no sweets.
I swear down. I look out my back bedroom
Wasn't
window
called Dale,
now and I
was he?
see my greenhouse in his garden.
Wasn't called Dale, was he?
It was what?
He wasn't called Dale, was he? Because that's something I'd do.
Is he Dale?
That's exactly what I'd do.
No, he's not Dale. He's
not
not Dale.
Dale.
But
He's
you'd
just
have that, would you?
Of course I would. Shy Bear's getting no sweets.
No, yeah.
One man's drunk to the other man's trailer.
I know, yeah. But like, do you know, like,
Does he look after it?
he uses it better than I wasn't using it.
Has he offered you any of the shrubs out of it?
No.
Well, you should ask. Listen, mate, I gave you that. Yeah, you start handing me a bit of fruit or something now.
Well, you know, he says hello to me, but the last thing I got a letter through my door telling me, do I have £6,000 so we can get the driveways done? I know, like, basically he wants his driveway done, and I think he can get it cheaper if he gets someone to do both of ours at the same time. So, a little handwritten letter through the door.
What did
you know,
you
bless
say?
him. Basically, blah 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 blah. £6,000. I just messaged back saying, "No, mate, go on holiday."
Yeah, no, man,
No, mate, I'm not doing that.
Where are you going next?
I'm lying.
You're not.
No, I wasn't going holiday.
Have you got nothing booked?
Nothing booked. My holidays aren't really booked. Mine,
Spontaneous.
yeah, mine happened quick.
Last
How
minute
about
.com
you,
is. I haven't
or
got
not?
anything booked, but I want to go away next summer.
You're going next summer?
But I
Are
will
you
actually,
like?
she works in a school, so school holidays prices.
Oh, you got to work on the school holidays, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh well. Mind you, they get a lot of holidays though in schools.
Oh yeah.
They do. They've got more time off
But
than
they're always
Rambo's Trigger.
expensive.
They get loads of time off. And they get paid for it.
Yeah, they do like.
Yeah, she's on a decent wage. They get sitting in bed.
Crush the hours.
Yeah, very cushy
9
hours.
till 3.
But you got to deal with kids, I mean. Imagine that. It's fucking, not for me.
No.
It's hard enough for 3 kids.
You'd
as it
end
is.
up fucking.
Yeah. Whack. It's hard enough.
No career.
Yeah,
Gone.
no career. Yeah.
Finished. Where you going like? What you got?
We've done we've done Egypt, Turkey, Dubai, Gambia. That's for this year, and then we've got Thailand, April. 12 nights, Koh Samui.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That
but
little
every single
island.
holiday now, it has got to be the hotel has to have a top-notch gym. Has to.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm not going.
Simple as that.
Simple as that.
That's my rule. I won't go nowhere that hasn't got a gym.
Nope.
Or at least close by.
Yeah.
I'll stay somewhere. I'll stay in Airbnb as long as the gym's close.
Yeah.
I base my places where I go on where the gym is. I'm always mapping. Like, right, okay, there's the gym. There's the thing. I'm not staying there. It's too far away.
Too far away.
And I'll work out, right, I get to the gym. And it's not about, because I want a fucking six-pack and that. It's not about that.
It's for the mental health.
It's for your head.
Yeah, of course
It's
it
for your
is.
head. It's your
Of course it
medicine.
is.
You have to get up in the morning, take your medicine. Some people have a spoonful of something. Some people eat a tablet. I've got to go somewhere for 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
But then when I come back, I'm fully medicated.
for the
And I'm
day.
sound
For the day.
for the day.
Are you-
But only for the day.
Are you 5 days or are you 7 days?
I'm at 7 days.
7 days, sounds me.
Yeah, psycho.
Gotta be.
Yeah.
5:30 every morning, bang, up. That's me done every day.
Yeah, I think there might be a day, one day, you know, as we age, you know, where maybe that isn't the case. But for now, that's the way it is for
You
now.
sported any injuries or
No, like serious ones, just general.
just little niggles?
I'm a 40-year-old man. My knees are knackered. I'm doing, what, 220, 240 hours cardio, minutes cardio a week.
Yeah.
You do that for 12 years, you'll start to feel stuff.
Of course you do.
You know, knees have gone, ankles have gone, fucking elbows have gone.
Yeah.
Like everything's gone.
Niggles, lots of niggles.
Yeah, lots of niggles, but nothing's broke.
Nothing to broke.
No, it's just all worn out. What about you?
I'm exactly the same, apart from I've got the metal right leg.
The metal right leg.
Yeah, I've got the metal right leg. 12-inch plate top, 12-inch plate bottom, 5-inch plate bottom. So I've got basically what I was at is the parachute accident, which is my neck and femur. Yeah, you know your femur,
You big bone here.
big bone.
Yeah.
The strongest bone in the body.
Yeah.
So I broke the neck off that.
course you did.
Yep. So there's your femur. Yeah, there's your femur, and then there's the ball. Yeah, and then that's the neck of femur.
The bit where your hip is up here.
Yeah. So where the ball goes into the hip, yeah, that's your femur. There's your hip, yeah. That ball, snap the ball off. So I've got a 12-inch plate running down there with screws going into there, and then I had a spiral fracture on my fib where I landed, my leg twisted. So it was like instead of just being a clean break, it was like a corkscrew.
Oh, Jesus!
So that's got a 12-inch plate and a 5-inch plate.
Yeah, you mashed that leg up, didn't you?
Yeah, you can imagine the next time I went to jump. You can imagine the next time I went to jump.
Sick.
And I did when I did the injury, I was point man in the door, I was first man jumping, and the door's open, and I'm looking out the door thinking, that's fucking. At least if you're in the back or inside the plane, you don't know, you can't see the ground. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can't see the ground, so you just jump, just look at the ceiling, and just get pushed out the door. It's great. But when you're point man, the door's open for 2 minutes, and you're looking out, and you see everything. And anyway, the incident happened. I didn't jump for 2 years. And when it came back to me jumping again, they said, Hughesy, you're point man again. And I went, I ain't going to put you. Ain't putting me in the front. You ain't putting me front man again. No chance. So what I did is I said to them, stick me in the back. Stick me in the back of the plane. But I was sweating. I hadn't even done anything. The plane hadn't even taken off yet, and I was sweating. So I stuck me in the back of the plane. But then, do you know what you could do? Not like you ever would, but you could refuse. You could refuse to jump.
Really?
Could refuse, yeah. You could refuse to jump, but not that you ever would.
What would happen if you refused?
Oh, I wouldn't even like to know. I would not even like to know.
Would you be
what happened.
disciplined if you didn't jump?
Yeah.
Would you?
Oh, you'd be disciplined. You'd be out the arm. You'd be out the unit. If you refuse to jump, you'd be out the unit because you're not fulfilling the duties
like
that
that?
have been said. Yeah.
I would have thought. Do you know? Obviously, like the world changes a bit, and like as you know, the world is a bit soft at the moment. All this like
Very soft.
You know, mental health and feelings and all this, and which are real. But I'm wondering, is it going to get to a point with the army where they start to like bring that in? Where, oh no, bless him, you know, don't want to scare him, you know.
Nah, I don't think so.
We won't be having that.
Nah. No. So they put me in point. So I went from being point man to now being last man. Yeah. And we got to the plane and I went, no. So I said to the PGI, the instructors that took you out, I said, look, unhook me and put me in the middle. So they unhooked me, put me in the middle. Yeah. And as the stick went down, I just got chucked out the door. Just look up and just jump. But I landed all right then.
When you jump out of a plane, like you're looking down, and you can see, you know,
Ground.
miles away.
No, that's skydiving. We jump so low. We do low-level parachuting.
How low?
How low?
You can 600 feet, so it's 300 metres. That's how you jump.
Jesus.
Hang on a minute. You must be jumping and pulling the cord straight away.
You don't pull a cord. It's on a line.
Oh, right. Oh,
So
I know.
when you jump out of the plane,
I'll get a photo.
it pulls straight away.
Right.
You're not skydiving or free falling. No. Low-level parachuting is what paratroopers do. Because obviously you don't want to be sat up in the air.
Oh yeah.
There you go. You answered your question.
Look at this stuff.
Yeah, look at these 600 people jumping out of the plane.
Is it like that?
Absolutely.
That's
You-
exactly what it is, yeah.
You'd be
Yeah.
absolutely useless, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Just
So what
floating
you
down.
do is they jump as low as possible. Now you can jump 250 feet, yeah, which is 71 meters. 71
Bloody
meters.
hell.
Not that you ever will.
No.
Not that you ever will. You jump 600 feet, yeah, which is what 300 meters. And you got reserve on you. You jump and you're on a static line. So as you leave, the static line pulls straight away, which is about 4 meters long. That pulls your chute straight out, and then you get this.
Right. Okay.
But let me tell you this: any man who has to jump who says they enjoy it is lying. I've got people who, when we were down on the DZ to jump, and they say, "You look forward to this?" I'm like, "Oh, of course I'm not looking forward to it." And they say, "Yeah, I am." I'm thinking, "Nah, you're lying. No man could possibly enjoy doing this."
I can't see. Yeah. I mean, jumping
out of a perfectly good aircraft.
because there's no guarantee. Like you all hear things go wrong with parachutes.
Well, look at me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
I was going to say as well, it's that big. It doesn't look like when you've got that, you're that close to the floor, it doesn't look like you've got much control over it.
You can do a bit of steering. Yeah, you can do a
Yeah.
bit. You can attach your drifting. You can sort of correct a little bit, but whichever way the wind is going is the way you're coming in,
Yeah.
and you do come down quick and hard.
Christ.
Anyway, I would never do that again. Them days are long gone.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was that like. But yeah, of course. Now you've said, you know, obviously you can't be taking 15 minutes to fall down because
you're just gonna be sat there.
It's going to pop you off.
Yeah.
You've got to be. So I'm guessing these chutes they're made to come down quicker and all.
Yeah, they come down quicker. Yeah, they come down quicker.
Yeah. because they want you
Out.
as little time as possible that you're in that air to your feet's on that floor.
Exactly.
They're going to minimise it.
Of course.
So,
That's it.
you have to learn.
Get you down.
You have to learn to fall properly and
Learn
everything.
to fall, yes. Learn to fall. You hit the deck hard. You have a ton of kit on you.
Bloody hell!
It's not nice.
No.
It ain't nice. But
No.
anyway, that'll never happen again. So
No.
that's it. Things are good.
Yeah.
The furthest I'll do is I'll trip down the stairs at the gym.
Yeah. Pretty much. Yeah.
That'll be about it now, mate.
This might sound like a daft question, but you said you were a machine gunner. Were you like jumping out with a plane and carrying a machine gun?
Carry everything.
Really?
Yeah.
Imagine.
You carry everything.
All this gear, big machine gun,
Oh.
You carry
parachute with holes in it.
The mortar men, yeah, the ones who drop the bombs down the tubes, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They carry the bombs with them, and then also they jump out with the base plates, massive. You know your 20 kg plates that we have, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in the gym. Imagine 2 of them on you. Obviously, that's what your barrel sits on. Your barrel sits on one of these massive plates that doesn't move, digs into the ground. That's strapped to you. Imagine that's strapped to you. So
Parachute flying.
come down like a sack of bricks.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Now the leg makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Do you know? I always like. Then I look at people and I'm like, and you picked this as a career. Like you chose this. Like you were doing.
Back to what I said though, when you look at if you're in the army or you never know anyone who's been in the army and you say to them, "Would you like to be a paratrooper?" It's the elite, and it's like an ethos. You know what I mean?
It sounds good.
It sounds good.
It does. It sounds.
It is good.
Yeah.
It's great until you have to get in the plane and start jumping, and then everyone's like, "Oh, this is shit."
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all well and good saying you're paratroopers. Yeah, we love being paratroopers. Yeah, we're fucking with the best of the best. But then when it comes to jumping, everyone's like, "Oh, for fuck's sake."
This has got real.
Yeah, shit's got real now.
Yeah.
Yeah, shivers.
Yeah, I'm being scared of heights. I
Yeah.
bet surely sometimes, like when you're drifting off to sleep and that, some nights you must be having a few flashbacks and shit.
No, mine was the worst time was when you were coming to jump. Let's say you're jumping in 3 weeks' time. It's like, oh my god.
Oh no! And you know it's
Jumping
coming,
jumping in 2 weeks' time. Oh god.
and it's affecting you. You're
Yeah,
getting snappy.
we're jumping in a week's time. Is it still on? Well, we've got 12 hours to jump. Is it still on? Is it weather dependent? Is it still on? What's the wind like? The wind's up high. The wind's up high. We're not jumping. What's the wind's like? It's borderline. We're still jumping. Oh God, fuck. What's happening today? What's happening now? Hour by hour. Yeah, wind's up. It's off. It's off at the moment. But stand by. And then it comes to it. Yeah, we're jumping. Oh no, that's it. And you're in that's it. You're in the aircraft. Before you know, you're in the aircraft. You jump, and then you're like, it's like, fuck. That was over. That's over, thank God.
This is the longest point till I have to do it again.
No. So you've jumped out the aircraft, yeah, and the chute opens. You look around, yeah, you check your canopy, you check anyone near you, you steer away from them. You're like, this is great, thank God. What was I worried about, Dale? What was I worried about? It's fine. But then what happens is you think, oh shit, the ground's coming quick. When it ground rush, the ground's coming in quick. Oh my God, here we go. Yeah, and then whack. That's it. And then you get up and you go, that wasn't too bad. Full of adrenaline. This was great.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was it was great.
It's great, yeah. So shit in it.
Oh, mate. But then you can paratrooper.
Yeah.
You can go back to that again.
Yeah. I'm gonna do that again as Christy. You know it. Yeah. Oh my God,
Mate, listen,
Yeah.
it's fucking what a story. Like, I am like I have a lot of respect, mate, for someone who's been through this. Basically, like, it's not an easy old journey. Like for me, to you, it's your story, but to me, like everything, like. I think the boarding school would have been, I know you say it was lovely and stuff, but to me it just seems like, I don't know, it's a different start. It is different, moving about and, you know.
When I told you the story of the gym and you said about and I said about jail and I said to you it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And I seen your facial expressions because you nearly got sent to jail.
Yeah.
You nearly got sent to jail. And when I told you this story and I said it was the best thing that ever happened to me, I'd shake the hands. And your face like you like.
Because it's my biggest fear.
It was your biggest fear.
It still is.
Yeah.
It haunts me.
I know, because I could tell by the way you looked at me, and you looked like puzzled when I said it was the best thing ever for me. And you really did not think that was a good idea, but it was for me.
When I meet somebody that's been to jail and is sat in front of me smiling like you are,
Yeah.
and my brain's like, how have you survived this thing that I'm
awful.
so fearful of?
Yeah, well, it's shit. It is. The thing with me, it was only a short sentence. I wouldn't want to be doing a long time or a life off there. No, mine was short, but it was shit. But it's made me free now for what I broke the cycle for what I was doing.
It saved your life, didn't it?
It saved my life. It saved my wife's marriage. It saved the marriage with my wife.
Yeah.
Obviously, me and my wife are perfect now, and she'll be watching this. And thank you, babe, for everything she's done, stuck behind me.
Hey, she sounds like a
She's
ride
a
or
good
die.
egg.
Ride or die. That one.
Yeah.
She's a good egg.
Yeah.
They have the moments,
Yeah.
but so do they all.
I'm sure you do an all Dale.
No, I keep it in check.
Do you? 100%. All the time. Would she say that?
Of course, she's not going to say that. No, she's a good egg. She looks. We look after each other well now. So, but life's well, life's good, and I want to say thank you to let me come down here.
Mate, anytime, mate. Listen, fascinating people, fascinating stories. That's what it's all about.
It was good.
And yeah, mate, it's just beautiful, mate. I have a lot of respect for you. You've come out the other side of something that not everybody does.
Well, we've got similar stories, and I like the chat. Obviously, I'll meet you in the gym, and I'll see you back down there.
Yeah, you will.
Cushy brother.
Listen, that was legendary. Ladies and gentlemen, that's been People Like Us. That's been Dale. It's the end of the show, and we'll see you next time.